Hi, one and all, and thank you for joining this class today, wherever you are, whatever day you are joining the class. Today, as it's being recorded, and oh yes, the volume is on. How nice, the audio is on. And I just want to say happy Valentine's Day. It's a very special day for a lot of people, and just generally, I just wish you all love and much happiness. And to carry that forth into our yoga practice. I think our yoga practice, helps us to slow down and to listen inside. So I'd like to continue, of course, listening inside from the skin inward. As you know, yeah, there's a whole other world in there. And I know some of you are in the health profession and some of you may not be. But if you have not looked, I think in module 1, there's some anatomical charts of your bones and your internal organs. Speaking of heart, I think it helps your visualization when we breathe through the body to actually, oh yeah, my liver is where? Oh, look, my adrenal glands are just sitting on top of my kidneys. How nice. There must be some connection there. Yeah, and to know maybe even where your nerves are. In module 3, there's an article about the vagal nerve, the vagus nerve, that is the longest nerve in the body from the brainstem, I think, and it goes into all your internal, it receives messages from all your internal organs and then sends it back to the brain. Amazing. Another reason to breathe slow and deep, because then it can register to bring every system of your body back to balance. So yeah, you please look at, yeah, see at all the muscles and how they're so beautifully woven in the body, and those 3 muscle groups for your hamstrings. And there's a wonderful sartorius muscle that comes from the hip down, across the thigh, over the quads. Yeah, amazing. So I'm just encouraging you to, yeah, just to gander, especially if you do not know. And even if you do, refresh your memory. I still have anatomical charts from my brother went to med school. When did he go to medical school? In the late 60s, mid 60s. Yeah, anyway, I still have his anatomical charts on, actually, yeah. If you did read a little bit of my biography in module 1 about my teaching and stuff, and yeah, I did have a massage therapy practice for years, for 20 some odd years. Anyway, our bodies. So let's continue, shall we, to kind of focus more deeply inside once again. So again, make sure your space is clear. Some students did mention the music did help a little bit, and if you wish to put a little music on too. But again, this is your time, a gift you are giving yourself. So yes, let's lie down once again, knees bent, feet to the earth. A little wiggle room, I think, is always helpful. Wiggle room is yeah, definitely very individual. Remember, this is to take care of yourself. I am giving you suggestions on the postures and such, but again, you can stay longer in the posture. You can come out sooner. Take care of yourself. Very individual, but still going along with the flow, so to speak, of course. So maybe a little baby bridge, feet to the earth, knees bent. On the inhale, we scoop it on up from the base of the spine all the way, or just a little bit. The exhale, yeah, I did mention a baby bridge. So we're still kind of warming up here, right? Yeah. Inhale to scoop it on up, maybe a little higher. And exhale, rolling down to feel opposite lines of energy, meaning to reach the tailbone away from you as the crown reaches in the opposite direction. And yeah, find your resting, breathing awareness posture, I should say. Yeah, this is a posture all into itself. Maybe hands upon the belly. Notice how you're breathing at this moment. Magically, sometimes when I just notice how I breathe, I slow it down. So I encourage you to, yes, still expand in the belly, then the middle, then the up, all directions. The exhale softens, let the abdomen rest down to place, the middle, the upper torso. So we're really squeezing out all the stale air, toxins. So we can feel lower, middle, upper, exhale, again, abdomen, lower, middle, upper, the mechanics of the breath. And we've already experimented, with a little different ways of breathing. The mechanics of the breath, yes. Low, middle, upper. You can even imagine maybe the diaphragm muscle pulling down as you inhale, expanding the belly. Maybe you can even see inside, the diaphragm muscle pushing upward as you exhale, as the abdomen falls back to place. But we've also mentioned about breathing in what is maybe needed in your life at this time, maybe more peace, breathing in more calm, breathing in more love, more acceptance. And exhaling what? Exhaling away any over judgment, exhaling away any disappointment, resentment, all that is not deserving of your health and well-being. That's not contributing to it, I should say. Anything that you need to let go of. Tension, let go of it. Stress, let it go, let it go. And breathe in the strength, breathe in confidence, stability, and release all that is not serving you well. Let it go. Be very individual. And we've also sent the breath to places that are tight and discomforting. So even now, if you know of a place that is a little cranky, send the breath there. Soften that tension away. So we can send the breath to places. And if everything feels okay, send the breath to every cell of your body. How many cells are there in the body? They say, I've heard 73 trillion, I've heard 83 trillion. Yeah, so there's a lot of cells. Let this energy of health and nurturing go to every cell. Every cell breathing. And as your feet are still connecting to the earth, I invite you again to wiggle your toes and yes, connecting to the earth, but maybe using a little more of your imagination to connect to the energy of the earth. As you know, we've been talking about energy and vibration, feeling the vibration of the energy move after we shake and the tingling. Everything in your body is vibrating at a certain frequency. Everything. Your fingernails are vibrating probably at a different frequency than your skin. Your liver is vibrating probably a different frequency than your stomach. But everything is vibrating at a certain frequency. And this leads into the beginning of our study of the chakra system. Chakra is a wheel of energy, of vibration. And many cultures know and feel for thousands of years these energy centers. And I know some of us may not be into the study of the chakras. Some of you already are, some of you just being introduced to it. But these energy centers, the 7 major ones, are housed in our physiology. So I invite you just to breathe as I briefly mention and introduce the aspect, the possibility of even further study of these energy centers. So continue to breathe slow and deep. I offer many articles about them as well. For those that are interested further, please venture and explore them. As I mentioned, many cultures know and feel and have practiced the balancing of these energies, because as you know, energy can be too strong, it can be too weak, or maybe just right. Goldilocks principle in play. And when these energy centers are vibrating at a certain frequency, yeah, they are in balance. And when they are in a balanced state, they bring wonderful positive attributes to your body, your physically, and then mentally, emotionally, even spiritually. So this is just a way of saying, oh, how is my life going? If you're not really thinking of the chakra system, you can just look at this as, oh yeah, do I feel grounded? Do I feel secure in my life at this time? Things like that. Do I feel confident? Maybe yes, maybe no. So as we begin our study of these energy centers, it's always nice to begin with the bottom up, the foundation. And that is located and called the root chakra. And it is located at the base of your spine. Wherever these energy centers are, 7 major ones, there's a bundle of nerves there. And at the base of the spine, there's a bundle of nerves there. If you've ever fallen on your tailbone, you know there's a bundle of nerves there. The coccygeal plexus. And when it is known to be vibrating at the frequency, the same frequency as the color red, it is known to be in balance. Yay, when in balance, it brings health to your bones, to your blood, to your legs, to your feet. So if any, conditions maybe that you have with your bones, your legs, your feet, your legs, bones, blood, maybe walk a little more barefoot in the sand at the beach. Maybe connect to the earth energy, helping to balance the energy. Is there a few ways, as I've mentioned from day one, to wiggle your toes in the warm sand, right? And just even imagining it. You might even imagine the beautiful vibrational color of red at the base of your spine. Helps to bring that energy into balance, to bring more health physically. Mentally, this is bringing balance to your mind, instability, a strong foundation. You're feeling secure. Your survival needs are met. There's clear thinking when the center is in balance. And sometimes, we don't have clear thinking, or we don't feel so secure, or our survival needs, food, shelter, clothing, are not met. So maybe more connection to earth might help. Who knows? Maybe the visualization of the color red, maybe eating red foods or wearing that nice red shirt that you never wear, except on Valentine's Day. No, I don't know. So or eating red foods, watermelons are not in maybe season, but they might be out there. I don't know. A red apple or red beets. Something that's red, strawberries. Essential oils are also very brought forth because of the vibration and the sense of them. Essential oils bring a different vibration into our system too. And for the root chakra, even cloves, garlic, even cedarwood, frankincense, even myrrh, I do believe. And gemstones. Actually, I'm wearing garnet today. Garnet is a red gemstone, or red jasper, but also black is this is a tourmaline, or hematite. That's also very grounding. Tourmaline and hematite are also help to fend off EMFs as well. I know we're at computers a lot and telephones a lot, so this helps to protect also yourself from electromagnetic fields that are not nurturing you. So we have a number of ways to balance the energy, and again, to feel secure. Our foundation is strong. And when we feel it isn't, then we're just reflecting, and maybe then we can slow down and choose maybe the ways in which we can bring a strong foundation to our lives so we then can manifest. Yeah. So I invite you to feel the earth beneath your feet. Oh, you do have extra homework. Did I tell you yet? No, I didn't. Your extra homework, not listed in Canvas, just here, is, oh, it might be a little cold out, I don't know, but to walk barefoot. Maybe walk barefoot in the sand at the beach or on the earth somewhere, maybe in your backyard or in the park or in the grass or whatever feels good for your feet. Yeah. And if you're not going to walk barefoot, maybe homework of maybe marching or dancing, even our qigong bounce, yeah, helps to ground, to feel secure. So different ways to, or just dance. Yeah. That helps to, again, bring our center of the root chakra into balance, into the earth. The earth is the element that governs it. So anything that connects you to nature, the earth, yeah. So let's continue, shall we? To breathe and stretch and open up some channels that might be a little stuck. Yeah, so let's stretch up through maybe right arm and right leg, separating out of the waist, stretching that rubber band in opposite directions, so to speak. Maybe bring the left thigh up. Yeah, does that give a little more, little wiggle room always? And changing to the other side. Same arm, same leg. For me, that gives me more stretch, but you also might do right arm and left leg stretching and vice versa. See how that feels differently. With curiosity, we're exploring inside. Remember, it's a journey. We're exploring new territory within. Now, eventually, both arms, both legs, nice circle at the wrists and ankles. Open those toes, aligning your feet, your fingers, and then gently floating up to the sky with a nice shaking out. This can be very vigorous or very gentle. That's your choice, whatever feels good. But just to notice too what is wibbling and wobbling and maybe what isn't. Nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Feet and arms return to the earth to feel the energy, the frequency of the energy moving through you, the vibrational. There's a quote from Tesla that I put in your module 3.0. Yeah, and even he said, yeah, if you are interested in the secrets of the universe, to think in terms of energy, of frequency, of vibration. And here we go, feeling inside. Now, which thigh would love to come up first for the hip stretch sequence? Yeah, you might even ask, right thigh, left thigh, which one would you want to start with first? And then bring that thigh out, up and over the chest with ease. Yeah, breathe slow and deep, letting go of any tension, truly anywhere. Maybe stretch your supporting leg long. The thigh that's up, I'm going to call that the working leg. Yeah. The thigh that's straight over the chest. Knee more toward your head, bottom of the hip joint away from. Still, I'm reminding you of the principles of our practice. So we're softening, we're letting go. Let go of the busyness of the day. This is your time. Another deep breath. Cupping hand on the knee, exhale the thigh out to the side, opposite hip staying down. And how is your inner thigh today? This leads into the circling of the legs slowly, whether your hand is still cupped upon the knee or release. Yeah, bigger circle, I would let go, see how that feels. A little more relaxation, I keep the hand upon the knee. reversing at any time. Another deep breath. Thigh to the chest. Into the sit-up posture we prepare for by feeling the support of the standing foot. Rebound that energy all the way up to the crown. Crown chakra. Yeah, so we're really working already up through all the 7 major energy centers. And the exhale into the navel center, that we'll talk about next week, the sacral chakra. Exhale. Still expand on the inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Navel squeezing to the front of the spine as if it could actually get there. Yeah. Any other variation you may know, if you need more oomph, lift that supporting foot off or hover the leg. A little more oomph, maybe hover arms, palms up or down. But definitely exhale with more vigor. Still inhale deeply. Exhale into your courage, your confidence. And then supporting foot down, inhale. Exhale, roll the back out. And just roll the head side to side. Does that feel good? Releasing that tension. Now to come to center, to stretch this leg to the sky, ankle rotation. And here are our feet. Yes, root chakra in balance helps to promote more health to our bones, our legs, our feet, our blood. So we feel the ankles free. Some student mentioned, yes, they did have shin splints. They can be very painful. So allowing shin muscles and calf muscles to stretch and strengthen are very important. Reversing at any time. And open those toes far and wide. Deep breath, relax the back. Yeah. And then relax the ankle and then just crunch the toes in and out and in and out. Like a little fist. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with my fist. Crunching and opening, crunching, open, to strengthen all those muscles in the feet and to awaken all those nerve endings. 7,000 of them. Did you count them yet? No, I'm kidding. 7,000 nerve endings. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this helps to strengthen your arches, brings a little more support to you, to the earth, and to the earth to you. When ready, let's flex. Feel that heel reaching to the beautiful blue sky, how your hamstrings. Yeah, I do recommend whether you want to shake a bit, get them warmed up a little bit more, or a quick brisk rub. I know it depends on what you've done before class. I know some people have already worked out or have run around the block a few times. Remember our tapping. Tapping is also very beneficial in getting energy to move. Up or down, or that quick wrist rub. It's all good. And when you're about ready, settle into a nice hamstring stretch. Again, whether you're using a strap or a gentle clasp, some of you already might be a little more flexible, first 2 fingers and thumb wrapping around that big toe. But do relax the shoulders, I do recommend. Yeah. And we're going into the slowest, deepest breath. I invite you to close your eyes, for this is time to go even deeper now. Hamstrings are very strong muscles, but sometimes quite tight. So they do require a little more attention at times. Yeah, still feel the support maybe of the standing foot, or maybe a little more oomph if needed. Stretch the opposite leg long upon the earth. Make sure the back of the knee feels safe. We're breathing. Deep breath in through the nose and maybe a gentle sigh. Yeah, we're letting go now. We're exhaling. We're softening the jaw, the neck, the back. Muscles do have memory of holding on tightly more than being relaxed for some reason. So now is a time for these muscles to remember more deeply the relaxed state. Yeah, no worries, no place to go, nothing to do, leg up in the air, lying down. Yeah, let's soften. Okay. Any variation here, maybe crossing over the midline. Ooh, do you feel a little different stretch there? Soften, honor the edge, soften the edge, send the breath there, right where you feel the tightness, and visualize. Yeah, your imagination and your visualization is so powerful in our practice and in our lives. Visualizing what you'd like to manifest. See yourself already graduated, already in the field that you desire, already living where you so desire. Yeah, already there. You're there already. Maybe then opening the leg out to the side, opposite hip staying down. That might feel really good when you're propping it up or using the strap like a sling, or maybe first 2 fingers and thumb can clasp around that big toe, or maybe not. But let go. Yeah. A gentle sigh, coming back to center. And this, let's bring our hands down by the earth, shall we, or underneath the hips. Beginning a leg lift series, we're going to reach the leg further away from us. Crown of the head reaching in the opposite direction, hovering off the floor. Slowly, 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 slowly. Your inhale is going to point the foot and draw the leg up to the beautiful blue sky. The exhale, flexing, is going to reach the leg out of the waist. Slowly. Yeah, notice when gravity would love to bring it down faster. No, no, no. Your breath is in charge here. Your breath is the string that's attached to your foot, and it inhales all the way up. The leg lifts. One more time. Exhale slowly. Feel the core engage, leg, but try to relax everywhere else. Yeah, just using the right effort. Once again, we inhale, pointing foot up to the sky, and let's just shake it all out. Both feet to the earth. Again, noticing difference. Legs, feet into the earth. Just even this helps to balance the energy of our root chakra. Whether you actually want to or not, but yeah, it's helping to feel the security. Our foundation is strong. Without the foundation strong, the building, yeah, sometimes falls. So yes, we're building that stability in our lives, a strong foundation in our lives. So we can manifest and move forward with more ease. So let's transfer the weight to that foot to bring your second thigh out, up. Then again, we're draping. Yeah, we're draping the thigh, maybe stretching your supporting leg long, or maybe not. Yeah, see how that all feels. Cupping hand on the knee when ready to open the thigh to the side. Inner thigh nicely stretching, that leads into the circling. If you come across of a tight place, what should you do? Just ignore it, or, oh no, pay attention to it. Listen to your body's messages and honor them. Yeah, I would recommend that. Maybe pause or a little erasing movements. Send the breath in. Maybe reversing the circle if you haven't already. A nice deep breath wherever you are circling. And if you're looking at the recording at this time, remember you can pause the recording or rewind, come back again, looking at it again. Yeah, a lot of options there. Yeah. And gently thigh drapes over the chest for sit-up posture number 1. So feel the support of the standing foot into our Mother Earth. Imagine, yeah, as you inhale, drawing the energy from the earth up through the leg, up through the spine, up through the crown. Your exhale brings you into the sit-up posture of confidence, of courage, lengthening the neck. Relax your shoulders. maybe lift the supporting foot up, or maybe not. You could leave it right where it was. For those that need more oomph, yes, lift the foot or hover the leg. Yeah, maybe again, more vigorous of an exhale, maybe a ha sounding word. Maybe hover arms. You notice that difference? Or maybe not. Just that much, palms up or down. See how that feels differently. Pointing, flexing feet. Maybe another deep breath in. One more exhale into your navel center. And when you're about ready, yes, bring the foot back down as it was lifted. And exhale, roll it on down. And as you roll the head to the right, keep it there. Do nod yes and a no. Yeah, feeling the difference in the stretch. Inhale, exhale, roll to the other side. To nod yes, up and down, sideways, and no there. And back to center. To stretch this leg up to the sky with a nice ankle rotation, stretching, strengthening calves, awakening all those muscles in your feet and the nerve endings. And again, a deep breath. Yeah, letting go a little deeper now of anything that you need to let go of. Reversing if you haven't already. Open the toes far and wide apart. They're alive. And you might relax the ankle and just crunch and open the toes. Make a little fist with your foot, kind of like that. Open wide the toes. Crunch it, open, crunch it, open. Yeah, awaken. Strengthen and awakening your connection to the earth. Although here it might be the connection to the sky. Yeah, your foot to the earth. I mean, to the sky. And eventually, yes, flex the foot, heel reaches up to the beautiful blue sky. Exhale to relax the back, to the neck, to the jaw. See where any clasp needs to be, or if they're using the strap. But again, I invite, slow it all down. No place to go, nothing to do. And this is the gift right here. You feel it? The gift of being in the moment, in the present, with your breath, enjoying the new rich life force, nurturing, healing. Enjoy the release of all that does not serve you. Let it go. Soft. Bringing your awareness to where there is that stretch. Uh-oh. Do we need to shake out again? I think I did, yeah. Or maybe that rub or the tap. You thought I forgot, didn't you? Yeah, well, I did. But and then when you listen to your body, it will let you know what it needs. And I guess that's what just happened to me. Okay. I listened. Oh my gosh, I actually listened to my body finally. So we breathe. We slow down. Turn your eyes 180. And soften. Maybe stretch your supporting leg a little more if you need more oomph. Any variation, as we did on the first side, we started crossing over the midline with our hips staying down. Yeah, feel the difference. It's amazing. So there is three, as I mentioned, there are three different major muscle groups that make up your hamstrings. So yeah, any movement of your leg is going to stretch them a little differently. Absolutely. And we'll explore that further. And eventually, when the leg comes up to the sky again, open out to the side. We're propping it up or use a strap like a sling. Other hip staying down as your anchor. And when the leg does come back to the sky, preparing for that leg lift we did on the first side. So arms down by your side or hands underneath the hips for a little more lower back support. You inhale, flex the foot as you exhale, reaching the leg away from you, reaching out to the crown. core strong, legs strong, but you relax where you don't need to work. Your inhale draws the leg up. Your breath is what's really moving the leg, not gravity. As you lower, yeah, gravity does not clunk it down any faster because your breath is in charge. Little did you know, yeah, but it is as if. So we inhale, floating the leg upward, feeling it up. Yep, the breath is attached like a string to the foot. One more time, exhale, reaching the leg longer, longer. Notice how it moves so smoothly. Inhale, drawing the leg up to the sky. Breath and movement as one, another wonderful principle of our practice. And then let's just shake it all about, maybe both arms and both legs. Yeah, let it all go, let it all go. Shake it up, shake it out, shake it up. Yeah, actually, it's kind of like both, isn't it? Yeah. So when both feet return, yeah, now we'll go into the full bridge. So feet to the earth, hips width apart, open the toes, connect to the earth where your foundation is strong. We're going to scoop on up through the root chakra, lifting on up, leading the way. The exhale slowly lowers each vertebra back to the earth. Maybe 2 or 3 more times to warm up the spine a bit more, to scoop it on up, lifting to the height that feels really good. Maybe, yeah, press down into the feet, inner thighs active. Natural curve is kept to the neck, rolling on down, slowly, 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 lowering the waist before the pelvis, hips return. And when you're about ready, you might even lift the arms up with you if you haven't done that variation yet. See how it feels today. Slowly lower, breath and movement together as one as you lower arms and back down. Maybe one more time. Inhale if you're taking this variation. Yeah, do feel breath and movement as one, still with the arms now, not only with the spine and the breath leading the way. And then into the strengthening phase of the bridge. So keeping the arms back down. We lift up to the height that feels really good and comfortable. Knees over ankles ideally. Yeah, inner thighs active. Keeping the lift. Feeling the strength from underneath the stretch on top. Maybe roll palms upward or interlace fingers. You might bring the shoulder blades a little closer together. If this feels good, chest expansion, arms, opening the heart chakra. Nice deep breath here. And if it doesn't feel good, your palms can stay down. Working up to another variation might be transferring weight to one foot or the other foot. And then maybe you can even lift one foot off. Maybe the down and then the other foot off, alternating. You could hold that lift a little longer. If that didn't feel so good, I would keep both feet to the earth. Different variations for different folks. Another deep breath. When we're about ready, release and clasp and a roll through the spine, one by one by one by one by one. And bring both eyes to the chest. Yeah, cupping hands upon the knees, we circle the thighs. Actually, it feels like a nice little circle around for the sacrum. Yeah, helping the lower back relax a bit more. Palms down to reverse the circle. Core more engaged, maybe with legs straight if you wish. Core more engaged. So that's your choice. Legs straight, knees bent. It's also your choice of how large this circle could be. Yeah, larger the circle, of course, more activation in the core. Circling is good, but maybe also in a lying down figure 8, like a infinity sign. Yeah. Whether your legs are straight or knees bent, you can make that an infinity sign. Is that fun? Okay. And then let's roll thighs to the chest again. Let's roll all the way over to your right. Reclining spinal twist is waiting for you. Did you feel like it was calling you? So top arm, let's reach that top arm. I'm going to walk the fingers all the way around on the floor to back of you, to the back wall, so to speak. And then exhale the other half of the circle into the deepest part of your spinal twist. So the arm is out from your shoulder or a little below. Maybe I was going to rub my IT band here with like a little cross fiber massage stroke. I know some of you use rollers for your IT band. Yeah, but here we can just rub, sideways, not down. Yeah, we're going to rub sideways, but then follow the line down toward your knee. That might feel good. We also might just keep our hand resting there and look back over the shoulder. Breathe deeply as you visualize inside from the root chakra, energy flowing all the way up to the spine, up to the crown. Internal organs loving this. Some are being massaged, stretched, some are being compressed. They're breathing, they're awakening. Another deep breath that lifts the back arm up and rolls all the way over to your knees again, reaching it further. This time we're going to open the book. Inhale, arm up to the sky, and exhale to open the heart. Some of you need more oomph in the spiral twisting motion. You might just cross one knee over. Stretch your bottom leg long and just cross the one knee over to the floor. That might feel good. If not, then what do? We just bend, go back where we were. Yeah. But most importantly, we breathe, we notice, we feel, we honor our body's messages. And one about ready, one more breath is waiting for you here. Exhale, release, 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 release. Inhale, exhale, rolling back to the side, and just come back, thighs to the chest, back on your back. I like to come up all in one piece just to feel everything back to center, into neutral, and then rolling all the way to your other side. Reach the top arm further away from you. You can clasp the wrist and pull the top arm further away. Relax the head. And walking fingers way behind you. Feel a nice stretch. Inhale. Out of the waist. And exhale, arm way around, maybe below the shoulder, out from the shoulder. Are you breathing? Yeah, still feel the opposite lines of energy. Knees in one direction, back arm focus in the other, tailbone, crown reaching away. Maybe that little massage, the cross fiber massage down your IT band. Maybe a nice slower deep breath. And where are you holding on? Yeah, where do you feel? Can you let go a little more? Whether it be your neck, back. Maybe your liver is saying, I'm a little tight today. Can I let go here? And yes, you breathe there. If your knees are to the left, yeah, you're giving a nice stretch to your liver, gallbladder, ascending colon. Needing a little more stretch again, stretch your bottom leg long upon the floor, just cross the one knee over. That feels good, continue. If not, keep both knees bent. Maybe another little massage feels good. Yeah, dig fingertips deep into the IT band. Yeah, crossing, fibering. That helps to open. More circulation. Another deep breath here, softening. Relax the jaw, the neck, the back. Internal organs, breathing. And inhale, we're going to lift the back arm and roll all the way over toward your knees. Closing book. Did we open the book here on this side yet? I don't think so. We're going to inhale up to the sky and exhale, open wider. Oh yeah, a little wider. Neck is long. Relax as you exhale. And when about ready, yeah, we're gonna roll, lifting up the arm again, roll all the way over to the side, let the head hang, and then coming back to center, thighs to the chest. This is called center, I guess. A little circle around just to feel everything in neutral. Yeah, should we roll to the other side? Yeah, with legs straight for the crescent moon. The moon this cycle has really been amazing. Have you noticed in the sky when it wasn't cloudy or rainy? Yeah, amazing. Okay, so we're going to stretch out through the toes, out through the crown. We're going to inhale to lift the legs and torso right off the floor. Ta-da! Now both palms can stay down, or maybe your arm by your side that creates a little more oomph in the core, or maybe your underarm can lift off the floor, just like that, elbow off. Pointing feet, flexing feet. Another deep breath to lift, and an exhale. Relax. And let's just swivel to our other side or roll over to your other side. Again, we align energetically. And then we inhale to lift torso and legs off the floor, flexing, pointing, might feel good. Maybe just the underarm lifted, feels good, elbow off. Or maybe you can lift, yeah, the other arm by your side. Or maybe this arm down. So we have choices, underarm lifting or not, top arm lifting or not, or both. Another deep breath to lift a little higher. And exhale, relax down. That feels good. Oh, let's roll over on our stomachs today and reach both arms and both legs away from each other. Nose to the floor. Doesn't this feel good? We are preparing for the half locust posture today. So we're going to stretch right arm and left leg, reaching out and up off the floor, lift the heart. Inhale. Your exhale slowly to lower arm and leg down for the other side. Inhale first to stretch long, opposite arm and leg, and then lifting on up. Nice breath here. Stretch up to the fingers, up to the toes. And exhale on the way down. And yes, both arms, now both legs to stretch away and inhale to lift up. Maybe a little swim. And reach breaststroke way around, arms by your side or to the floor. Legs lifting, heart lifting, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale down. Nice deep breath into the belly. Yeah, maybe a wonderful child's pose might feel good here. So we're going to come to hands and knees and bring the hips right to your heels. Now the thighs could be together or apart, big toes touching. Drape the chest over, breathe deeply into your belly. So the lower back can expand, the middle, the upper. Maybe palms can roll upward. Or even maybe palms unite over your head and back of the head. Another deep breath. And exhale. Coming to your hands and knees, actually to your elbows for cat breath today. Elbows. We're going to inhale to lift the heart, lift the tailbone, the crown to the sky. The exhale into your navel center. Squeeze the navel to the front of the spine. Push away the floor with your elbows, your forearms. Crown, tailbone toward each other. Inhale from your navel center. Lengthen through neutral, looking upward. Exhale. Pull it all up in. This might actually give you a little more space for your spine to move. How's that feel? And coming to hands and knees to tuck those toes under. Now, if your wrists are hurting here, you can also come in fist for downward dog, if that helps. Sometimes also it's good to scoop the palm upward, fingers still stretched. And also there's another way to help your wrist sometimes and hands and knees posture, and that is folding this little blanket here. Put your heel on a little higher of a surface and the rest of your hand down on the floor. So then your wrists are not bent so much in a 90-degree angle. So the little cushion there might help, or into fists, or sometimes down dog is into also elbows, sometimes called the dolphin. So you have some choices. So into downward facing dog. Yep. Inhale, exhale, still push away the floor. Lengthening the spine, shoulders away from the ears. Nice deep breath here. Bending the knees, coming to toes so heels are off the floor here. Working the spine more, making sure if your shoulders are up to your ears, there's a little crunch there. So make sure shoulder blades are flat against the back. Inner elbows toward each other. And then walking the dog slowly. One heel down, other knee bending. Nice deep breath here. And then slowly maybe stretch both heels toward the earth. They might even get there, they may not. Another deep breath. From here, we're going to widen the stride into our wide angle dog. So your arms are still before you. Nice wide angle for the legs, separating apart. A little more pigeon toe in a little bit. But do go to a comfortable place. And still push away the floor. You notice if I'm here, my shoulders are more over the wrist. Yeah, we're trying to push back, tailbone, really reaching where the ceiling meets the wall. And then gently we're going to walk one of our hands right in front of our nose, as we did last week, a spinal twist in a wide angle legs. We're going to inhale, exhale as you go into your spinal twist. Reach to the sky. Another deep breath here as we twist, as we look up. Your arm, still before you. Ideally, shoulder is over the wrist here too. Might peek down. Oh yeah, okay. Another deep breath and exhale to untwist and replace the fingers right where the other ones were. Shoulder over wrist. Remember, this supporting hand is the peak of a triangle. Inhale, exhale as you bring the hip, the waist, the shoulders, the neck, the head, your face, I guess, was attached to your head, right? Looking upward, press away the floor, reach up to the sky. Breathe. Another inhale. And an exhale slowly returns hip, waist, shoulder, head. Any twisting posture, making sure it's the hip, the waist, the shoulder, the head. And here we are going to go into our forward, wide angle fold. Again, we can clasp elbows, maybe a little sway. Clasping ankles might feel good. Tailbone reaching higher, crown over. Your knees can be slightly bent if that helps. Then a little more stretch for some, maybe walking the hands right through the feet, the legs. Fingertips point back. And then you can bend your elbows toward your fingertips. Might give you a little more stretch. If that's too much, just go back where they felt good. These are just suggestions for different variations, for different folks. Then eventually, we're going to walk our feet in a little bit. To a hips width apart, the feet are draping the chest over. We're going to roll on up to standing slowly, 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 or maybe walk the hands up the thighs slowly, slowly, slowly. To standing. Yay. It's always another stage of the game. Yeah. So feet, speaking of root chakra, our legs, our bones, our feet, our leg. We're rooting to the earth. As I've mentioned from day one, really. So from day one, yeah, we were helping to balance the root chakra without putting names to it. But yeah, I do believe we do, whether you're conscious of it or not. Just feeling your legs, your feet into the earth. So I hope you can go barefoot in the sand at the beach over the next week or so. Yeah, let me know how that feels too for you. Yeah, those are fun. That's a fun homework to do. Yeah. So yes, open the toes. Feel the evenness on both feet as if they are roots growing into the earth. Tailbone, your root chakra. Again, drape to the earth. Crown of the head, high to the sky. When we breathe, this is a relaxation part of Tadasana, mountain pose. It's not a rigid posture, but we're just imagining again, crown high, tailbone down. It's not actually, oh, put this there or put that there. It's not a doing, it's more of a being. It's the feel of it all. It's the feel. Yeah, nice. And from here, we're going to bring down the heavens. Why not? Yeah. So we're going to inhale to scoop the energy from the earth and around us and above us, and palms facing down. We exhale. Again, lovely. A time to let go of any tension whatsoever. It's so easy for it to come back. Have you noticed? Not fair. Inhale. We're bringing in all that nurtures us and exhaling all that does not. So you can be making this more specific or general, releasing negativity, or releasing resentment, confusion, disappointment. Breathing in your foundation strong, breathing in your stability. Yeah, breathing in your security, feeling secure. Release anything that's not feeling so secure. Yeah. One more time, inhale and exhale. And let's open wide, shall we, for warrior two. I think warrior two is very warrior one, two, but very grounding. Speaking of root chakra, very grounding, very secure kind of feel. Eventually, I know some of us are again, most of us are just learning what these postures are, but eventually you might feel the strength and security of standing posture. Yes, okay, so we're opening wide. Our left toes are out 90 degrees, right toes angled inward, heel, intersecting the middle of the back arch, leveling the waist, rooting to the earth. Legs are strong. And then not to lift the arms, but just reach them out to the fingertips. So they're floating, they're floating. Relax the shoulders, elbows, wrist, fingers. Inhale. The exhale stretches both legs apart, knee over ankle, tailbone rooted. Yep, root chakra rooted to the earth, crown high. Gazing soft, breathing into the wonderful qualities of the blessed hero of strength, courage, compassion, gentleness, as we then root into the earth, to reverse the warrior, to lift to the beautiful blue sky, bottom fingertips just walking down or wrapping around the waist. Palm is open to the back, around, reaching maybe for your navel, shoulders relax. Deep breath. Looking up to the beautiful blue sky, but rooted to the earth for your strong foundation in your life. Security, safety. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Palm may be open at the knee. If you're wider or longer in the torso, maybe forearm pressed against the thigh. Reaching out of the waist, back foot into the earth, outside edges. Also, be careful not to roll over on your back arch. Looking upward or straight ahead. Deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Press down, lifting up to center. This time stretch both legs. We'll keep straight as we move today into triangle. So legs are long. Don't lock your left knee back. You might think of maybe lifting the thigh up, the kneecap up. But if you're hyperextended in the knee, be careful not to jam the kneecap back. Yeah. So legs are long. We're going to, again, float the arms up as we inhale. This time, we're going to shift the hips. So the hips are going to shift. If your left leg is long, before you started with your left leg up, you're going to shift the hips. Then I guess that would be to your right. Feel the crease right into your left hip joint here. So your whole thigh side of the body is going to be lengthened over your thigh. Long. We're not curving down. We're lengthening out. So we're not necessarily going down. We're reaching out long. Reach out to the fingertips. Your whole left side is long until you can't reach any further. Then just touch gently. Not for support, just for guidance. And stretch your right arm, looking upward, looking straight ahead. Some of your torsos actually might be more parallel to the floor. Yeah, maybe not. Some maybe not so much. Right, inhale, exhale. One more inhale. On the exhale, we're coming up, down the back leg, up through the top, reversing the triangle. We're going to lift that left arm high. Press that left leg into the earth, reaching out of the waist. And back to center. Both feet to the front. Or maybe, let's wiggle the feet in and stand tall. Feet, hips width apart, shall we? Oh, yeah. And just feel the difference in the right side, left side, right side, left. Because we did a lot on that one side. Yeah. So you might feel, whoa, not so even. One side might feel longer, more open. One side might feel warmer, cooler. Interesting. Okay, let's balance each side, shall we? Let's open wide again. Turning now, most of us would be the right toes out to the right. And your left toes angled in a little bit. Heel, middle of back arch. Leveling the waist. Root into the earth. Yep, we're going to float the arms. Inhale. And the exhale, stretch both legs apart, inner thigh reaching toward your knee. Kneecap facing second and third toe. Gazing softly. Yep, feel the tailbone rooted to the earth. Crown high. Breathing in the beautiful qualities of the blessed hero. Compassion, strength, courage. Rooting into the earth. We then can lift above it all, lifting up from the waist, whether your fingers are walking down or maybe you're wrapping that arm around the waist. Relax the shoulders. Be careful they don't get up. Yeah, knee still over your ankle. Nice deep breaths here, reaching to the beautiful blue sky, heart lifted with the security and a strong foundation beneath. Extended side angle. We then inhale, exhale, reverse the arms, reach out of the waist. Make sure you're not rolling over on the back arch. Reach, maybe palm open at the knee or press the forearm against the thigh. Try to keep your under right side long, not squished. Another deep breath. And exhale. Stretching up both legs nice and straight. Relax the arms. Again, not to crunch the back knee back. We're still lifting up long legs, preparing for our triangle. Inhale, floating arms. Exhale, shift the hips. Feel the crease now in your left hip joint. Your whole, this is your right hip joint, right? I'm hearing your right hip joint. So there is a shift. Reach the whole right side long over your right thigh, reaching longer, not necessarily down. We're reaching longer. If you can't reach any further comfortably, then just touch, not a prop of your bottom hand. Reach the top arm high, looking up or straight ahead. Yeah, be careful not to prop with the bottom hand. Still root down into the legs, into the feet. Long spine. Deep breath. When you're ready to come up, yeah, you inhale and then exhale down the back leg up to the top arm. We're going to inhale into reversing the triangle. Inhale again, a nice stretch out of the waist. Yeah, we haven't stopped. Yeah, reaching up to the fingertips, down to the leg, feet, foot, earth, and back to center. And let's just wiggle these feet in and out, in and out. Feet underneath you. Ooh, do you feel a little taller? And a little qigong bounce. Yeah, just to come back to our center, release any tension that might have formed from those postures. And also the qigong bounce helps our immune system. Oh my gosh, helps to bring also more groundedness, more of the earth and the foundation beneath us. Very good also for balancing the root chakra. Yeah. So sometimes you might see it in a class actually jumping here. I'm just lifting hips and heels off the floor and down, heels up and down. Knees are spring loaded. Yeah, shoulders. How much can you be that wobble toy on the dashboard of your car? Bobble. What is it called? Yeah. Let me know. Back to center. Close eye. Maybe palms to the belly. Breathing. You might notice your sway. Feeling the earth beneath you. Feeling the earth beneath you for tree posture. Today, let's take the knee to the side, not to the front, as we did last week. The knee will be to the side. So in any balancing posture, we start 2 feet, rooted, rounded. Find our one point of focus. Shifting to the way to one foot or the other, whichever feels right for you to begin with. Relax all the toes so the roots can grow. And this time, the sole of the foot will come as high to the inner thigh as you're able. It could be below the knee or above the knee. I'm going to go below the knee. The arms. Okay. Oh, the arms, we need to come back to center. Sorry. Just wanted to let some that are brand new to the posture to know where this foot is going to go when it's to the side. It's going to go to either higher, yeah, knee out to the side, or lower the knee. For those that are very, very shaky, you can hold on, yeah, or to a chair, wherever you can have a little security there too, or just toes on or off, more foot at the ankle. So again, there's just levels to go, okay? All right. So let's start again, shall we? Because it's how you go into the practice that's so important. So feel weight on 2 feet. Feel your breath. Crown high, tailbone to the earth. Shift the weight. Float the arms. They're going to help right now with your balance if needed. Shift the weight, one point of focus. Some of us might need a little help with the hand to bring the foot to the inner thigh. Maybe not. Maybe you don't need help, but then bring the arms out. We're breathing. We're rooting to the earth, feeling where balance is, and maybe feeling where it isn't. And it's all good as long as you're noticing, as long as you're breathing, as long as your knee, right now is out to the side, but bring your opposite hip out too. So it's not swaying, together. They're opening in opposition. Maybe the arms can float upward. Palms unite, shoulders down. Another deep breath here. Easy focus. If you need more, more challenge, of course, you can close your eyes. And when about ready, open them and palms float back to the heart. And back to 2 feet. Thank you. Shake out if need be. Yeah, my balance wasn't all that great today too. And you might notice that some days you're spot on. Other days, not so much. Maybe it's your thoughts. Maybe it's what you've eaten before. Or maybe it's just one of those days. It's interesting what changes that balance. Okay, other side. So looking straight ahead, back to 2 feet, shifting the weight. Feel where this foot should be, where this leg should be. Arms float up. Maybe you do need a little help. Yeah, bringing that to your inner thigh. Easy focus, easy breath. Rooting into the earth so the branches can grow. Palms may be united, shoulders relaxed. Needing more challenge to close your eyes. Noticing all the little shifts that your body makes to maintain balance. Don't fight it, just go with the flow. The wind does blow. The trees do sway. They breathe. And they are very, very stable in who and what they are. You know, they go with the wind. They're very patient. They root slowly into the earth as they reach to the sky. They're in the moment. They flow, they breathe. They teach us so much about our support and our strong foundation. Inhale and exhale, palms to the heart. When ready, yeah, back to 2 feet. Yeah, for a little bounce. A breath of joy. Yeah, just 3 times. Make it good, okay? So a little loosing up here with a big sniff in. We come in and lift. Exhale, coming up with a and lift. Exhale. One more time. Sniff and sniff and sniff and all the way down to the earth. Just wiggle those legs before you. Fingertips right underneath the hips. Fish posture to end with elbow to the floor, other elbow. Lift the heart. The neck is long, the head rests back, stretch the legs. Press down in the elbows to lift the heart more. Nice inhale to your heart center. And exhale, we're going to bring the chin in, bend the knees, feet to the floor, and roll it on down, thighs to the chest. Maybe one more shake up to the sky. Any other little wiggle room, maybe a little circle of the thighs. Maybe a little bridge to lengthen the back. These are suggestions, anything that feels good for preparing for your relaxation. Maybe palms up, palms down, maybe upon the belly. Getting comfortable, make sure you're warm. Any wiggle room. And notice how you breathe. I invite you to slow it down. This is your time, truly the icing on the cake to just let everything be in this moment. Nothing to do, no place to go. Just to be, to breathe, to heal. Letting go of tension, letting go of any tension in your feet. Feeling more connected to the earth. Relax your ankle, your calf, your shin muscles, softening now as you breathe down there. Send the breath. Allow your knees to soften. Allowing the thigh muscles to hang loosely against the bone. Hip joints are open. Feel the pelvis relaxing.
Root chakra, the base of your spine. Energy center there. You might even, if you wish, to visualize a beautiful red light vibrational color there. Bringing in more security for your life, more stability, clear thinking, focusing, and knowing that, yes, you are strong, you are supported, and to move forward with ease. And if not feeling secure and stable, maybe, breathe down those legs into the feet, into the earth element. For your security. All your internal organs are loving this as you breathe. Relaxing the back, lower back, middle back, upper back. It's time to let go now. The earth is beneath you, waiting for you to release more deeply. Breathing into your heart, slow and deep, feeling the openness there, the support there, the love there. That then you can relax your shoulders, releasing any burden, allowing the energy to flow to your elbows, your wrists, your fingers. And breathe to relax your neck now, the front of the neck, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. So relaxing as the head rests upon the earth. Your neck can be more free. Relaxing your mouth, your cheeks, your nose, your beautiful eyes. Relaxing your forehead, melting away any worry. Feeling more support and more security. You are always loved and supported. Feel the cellular level. So now your brain can relax. Let it function with ease. Why not? Allow your scalp to relax, your hair, your ears. Every cell of the body, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. Every cell being so nurtured and so healed at this very moment. Because you're breathing, because you're letting go, you're allowing the life force energy to do its job, to nurture, to heal. So I invite you a few more moments just to go deeper into the letting go. Go deeper into your breath, your awareness of the moment. As you truly surrender to this posture of relaxation. And as you breathe, you may feel the vibration, the energy of this breath become you. The energy of the word long helps to bring more balance to your root chakra. LAM, long. Sometimes you might hear this being chanted as well. But that vibration of long helps to again bring us to feel that groundedness beneath us. And again, the health benefits is proven by science now too, as we connect to the earth, whether it's grounding, sometimes called earthing, helping us to feel more secure, more stable, lessening depression, helping our heart. It's amazing just by feeling the earth beneath you. So another deep breath, another moment to gently awaken into this very special moment with a little wiggle of fingers and toes, a little circle of ankles, wrists, nice yawn, your arms, legs. Nice deep breath to roll to one side or the other, coming to your seated posture for one more breath to send us off on our way. Rooting again, root chakra to the earth, crown to the beautiful sky, to inhale. Yes, the energy from the earth and around us and above us. Palms unite, bringing this energy all back home to our open, loving hearts. I thank you. I thank you so much for, yes, I've been enjoying your reflections and your discussions, and now students are discussing with each other. It's just amazing. Keep it going, keep your practice going, breathe slow and deep. I thank you, and namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any questions, let me know, and we'll see you next time.